Well, Turkey's cabinet ministers are meeting to discuss a recommendation from the National Security Council on possible economic measures against groups supporting Kurdish fighters. Turkey's under international pressure to avoid military action inside Iraq. 100,000 Turkish troops have massed along the border in preparation for a possible incursion to root out PKK fighters. Iraqi authorities have set up more checkpoints to restrict the movement of Kurdish rebel fighters and cut supply lines to their mountain hideouts. Meanwhile, popular support inside Turkey for an incursion is growing, especially among the youth of the country who are queuing up at recruitment centres to join the ranks. Laurence Lee reports from Istanbul.
These are productive days for the Turkish military establishment. You can't film at the army recruitment centre, but you can see the queues. Every day now, more and more people are joining up for extra national service or to bring forward the date of their conscription.
There
is a big war going on against the terrorists in our country. I want to shoot terrorists. I want to help my country.
I'm proud of my son because he wants to fight in this war. I support him fully. We as Turkish people will stand up to whoever wages war against us.
The Turkish authorities say that around the country their troop numbers have swollen by getting on for 5,000 volunteers of some kind. That's more than the entire estimated numbers of PKK fighters inside Iraq. This 24-year-old was postponing his university education for the national cause.
Everyone who wanted to go to the West for the national service now wants to go to the East. I believe there should be more soldiers recruiting after these PKK incidents. There are more of them now. It's unbearable, that's why I want to go.
The sense of national calling seems to be led by the youth, but middle-aged men and women too are known to have enrolled. Patriotism here has become a juggernaut. In a time of war, all countries have a tendency to become nationalistic, and yet that sense of rampant patriotism is particularly pronounced here in Turkey just at the moment. It's also quite surprising, since the war against the PKK is hardly new. Turkey's been fighting them for the last 25 years, and yet something about this crisis at this point in time is pushing people's emotions here to the very edge. This anti-war activist reckons it's a mixture of pressure by the military on the government, media incitement, and crucially a sense of nationalism hardwired into Turks from their earliest days.
Well, it starts from the family. During your childhood in the primary school, every morning the old class starts the day with saying, I am Turkish, I am clever, I'm industrious, and proud to be of a Turk. It starts like that. And the national days is also pumped. And it goes on like that. And when the time comes that the nation is in danger, everybody takes his flag and goes to the street without thinking any other thing.
So the contradictions in this crisis of Turkey, NATO's second biggest army, threatening to invade Iraq against the express wishes of the Americans, or the simple facts of one Muslim people threatening another, mean nothing here. This is now about defense of the flag, and frankly many Turks will be disappointed if there is no war. Laurence Lee, Al-Jazeera in Istanbul.